Well. Last time we took a look at the ops, but this time we're going to be taking a look at the man, the myth, the legend, Foolio. Foolio, I believe, is born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. He claims 6 block, as you can see by the little messed up 6 tattoo on his neck there, along with several other rappers like Kojak, K Shorty, all them 6 blockers. Their main industry beef is folks like Ace. Matter of fact, scratch that. Foolio beefs with pretty much everybody, not even limited to Jacksonville. Bro is beef. Dude's known for his diss tracks and all that disrespectful stuff. He has a whole bunch of slaps when it comes to music, but we are not here for that. Today we're here to see what would happen if he decided to put the mic down, stop all that gang stuff, and pick up the ball and go see what the court is like. Okay, we got Foolio set up as an 85 overall two-way slasher with 30 badges at 24 years old. Should be his actual age as of this time. 5'9", actual height as well as the internet says, and the lowest weight you can go because my boy is pretty scrawny, although he's been getting pretty fat lately. As far as his badges goes, he has Hall of Fame posterizer as well as a couple of silver finishing badges, some bronze shooting badges, some bronze playmaking badges, and some silver defensive badges. I went for like a Pat Beverly type thing with him, a dude who's real good with defense and slashing. In my book, I equate black Air Force energy to slashing ability. Like a nigga who can dunk is a nigga like NBA YoungBoy. You can just tell anybody that got that black Air Force energy for sure. Now we just have to draft him to see what team he shall be on. As I said before, I would just draft him in the game with their whole little draft system, but it messes up the rookies for already in the season, so we got the will to do it. He was close, could have went back to Florida, but we're going to Toronto. Okay, we got the kid in a Toronto jersey. How about that? One thing I forgot to mention though is we had to give him number 66 instead of 6 because Bill Russell said nobody can have 6 except for him league wide, so a little discrepancy there. But he got the 6 on him. He got the Bill Russell 6 on him. We got him on a 1-year, $5 million contract. If he wants to stay after that, that's on him. If he wants to leave, that's on him. If you're not familiar with this, the AI has complete control of the game from this point on. We are just the watchers experiencing this career simulation. That's going to be the starting lineup right here, and they don't have Foolio starting. They have him in the reserves. I think that's just the thing from him just getting to the team. He's definitely going to probably be the starting point guard past Van Vliet, considering he's already higher overall than him. But with that being said, let's get into season uno. All right, we're just a couple of days past All-Star break here, and Foolio is injured with a day-to-day sprained knee, but he is the leader in the Rookie of the Year voting. Also, Rookie Year, he's just behind Giannis in the Defensive Player of the Year voting as well. He's won most of the Rookie of the Months. Paulo snuck one just below him, but he did not make an All-Star team. He is only a rookie. I did not expect him to. Yeah, he's probably going to take home Rookie of the Year, but the way this team is going, he's probably not going to win the championship. Ja gets MVP. Foolio, of course, Rookie of the Year. Dude look a little retarded right there. Cole Anthony, 6-man. Giannis gets the Giannis Award. Evan Mobley improves. And this dude, Quinn Snyder, gets Coach of the Year. Foolio is actually all NBA third team as he's up to an 88 overall now. All defensive first team as well as all rookie first team. Not bad for a first year. I'm assuming he'd probably be an all-star if his team was better, but as things stand, we didn't even make it to the play-in. Oh, I lied to myself. We're in the playoffs. We just have to beat a 90 overall Trae Young. Can we get a chip in round 1? Nope. Damn near swept by Atlanta. You can only hope, but Atlanta goes on to the finals to beat Golden State and gets their own chips. I'm actually from the A, so I completely support this. Trae Young get that. Nate Darling in France decides to retire. But more importantly, does Foolio decide to stick around in Canada, or does he take his skills elsewhere? And judging by the fact he is nowhere to be found here, he decided to go elsewhere. Foolio said, I wanted to go back to Florida. He joined the Magic. He's up to an 89 overall now, 25 years old, averaged 21 points last season with 11 rebounds and 6 assists. Terrible 3-point percentage though. That man cannot shoot to save his life. Just like real life. Oh dang, he signed a fat contract for 4 years, $137 million. Okay, we got Foolio in an Orlando jersey this time. This nigga ugly as hell. The team's solid. We got some solid young guys like Paulo, who is our rival in the Rookie of the Year voting, and Cole Anthony also over here is our 7th man. Oh yeah, I definitely see potential with this team. Plus the kid made it back to Florida. I love it when folks make it back to their original state where they're from. We left them stranded, abandoned. 6. All right, halfway through the season, Foolio is now at 90 overall, averaging less points than he did last season, but we're only halfway through the season, and there's a lot more young guys on this team that also have to get their points up, so that's understandable. He's known as a two-way inside the arc creator now, by the way. A couple more badges by the looks of it. The team is 30 and 29. Not good, but not bad. Markel Fault on our team is in the running for 6-man, and Foolio is in the running yet again for Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know how he's going to take it from this nigga, though. Tough. Paulo made it to the All-Star team before we did. Dang, he's getting way more points up than us, but we're getting more rebounds. I don't know. These two together definitely has potential, these two. I don't know. Time gonna tell, I guess. Team decided to pull itself together for the second half of the second season. Ended off 49 and 33. Luka ends up getting that MVP. Good for him. Victor Wada gets Rookie of the Year. Scoot Henderson, 6-man. Yep, Giannis takes home the DPOY again. I just want to get one DPOY over this guy, though, before the end of his career. And Sir Chet improves. What team does Quinn Snyder freaking coach for? Because they are doing a-okay. Foolio again, All-NBA 3rd team, and again All-NBA 1st team, up to a 91 overall at the end of the season. He also finished the season 17 and 10 rebounds, almost 11. It's only his second year. Tons of room to grow, tons of room to start playing on his own. We're in the finals, 5th seed, going against Detroit for the first round. Can we take them? Barely beat them in a game 7. Now we're going against the 1st seeded in the East, Cavaliers. Can we take them? Bro, we were up 3-0 for a minute, and somehow they just swept us 4 games in a row. That's crazy. That's tough. For some reason, the Cavs do really good in simulation. Not good enough to beat the Trailblazers, though. Damian Lillard gets a ring. The 6-man god retires. Chris Paul and Dwight both go into the Hall of Fame. They get their jerseys retired. Time to see if Paulo wants to stick around, and yes, he does, for a 1-year contract for $12 million. We still got 3 years left on our contract, and we still have a couple of those other guys who are kind of floating around. Is that we got Klay Thompson? Alright, cool. We got a 34-year-old splash bro. I'll take it. That's not that bad, actually. Okay, the starting lineup for season 3 is as follows. But really, the only two people we should worry about is Foolio and Paulo. This is going to be our dynamic duo. I can feel it. And Klay is barely getting any time in. That's crazy. Season 3. Off to a mean start. 14 and 2. Jeez. I got a good feeling about this season. This might just be the one. Why are we doing so good? Who is doing so good? Well, some games it's Foolio, some games it's Paulo, some games it's the random people on the bench. We're just, the team's pulling their weight, I guess. Okay, right past All-Star break, and we are 44 and 15. Jeez, crazy win percentage. Foolio is 2nd in the running for MVP at a 93 overall now. Whoa, Grady Dick's a real person? I thought he was just a created fucking person from my last career sim. That's crazy. Hold up, I gotta look up what this guy looks like. Ain't no way. He does exist. He's real. What the heck is this? Dude got a little zesty in this pic, but that's alright. That's cool. Shout out my boy Dick. No homo. And after looking at those pictures side by side, whoever created this guy and this his character, they got this nigga all the way fucked up, bro. They got this nigga all kinds of messed up. This ain't that nigga, bro. That's this nigga. And we're also in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, a lot lower than we were last time. We're gonna find out. We gonna see. Jokic takes home the MVP. Whoever the heck this dude is gets Rookie of the Year. Scott, 6-man. Giannis, DPOY. I really want Foolio to get one of these. Some dude named Max gets the MIP. Yeah, you look like a Max, bro. Dude, who is Quinn Snyder's team? These guys is crazy. Foolio takes a bump and goes up to All-NBA 2nd team this time, and still All Defensive 1st team. We are seated 1st in the East this time. Oh yeah, I got some real high hopes for this. Round 1, we defeat Indiana to go to round 2. And we get destroyed by Detroit in round 2. What the heck? Who they got? Chris freaking Middleton busted our chops. Like what, huh? Screw it. And then the Pistons go on to take the whole thing. Crazy, man. Crazy. LeBron decides, you know what? Basketball, not for me. Of course, he makes it into the Hall of Fame with his brother, Mr. Carmelo. Whole bunch of folks get their jerseys retired. And Foolio is now up to a 94 overall With 2 years on his contract, he is 27 years old. He averaged 18 points and 12 rebounds last season. A good amount of steals and blocks too. I didn't realize he's averaging at least 2 for every season. That's pretty impressive. Apparently he also set the steal record for the Magics with 8. He still has plenty of time to become the GOAT, to become great. But he does need an MVP and a DPOY under his belt. Okay, we're into season 4 for Foolio. Paulo again decides to just sign a 1-year contract, but they decide to give this nigga a 4-year. And we got a couple of people with 4 years. The team's, it's a decent team. We got a bunch of high 80s, but Foolio being the only 90, he probably has to team up with like another 90 to get some actual success here. I'm assuming. What do I know about basketball? Although we haven't lost a game this season yet. What the heck? Excuse me? How far? We lost one, but we were pushing 30 before we took a loss. That was actually pretty freaking impressive. And the only reason we lost was probably because Foolio got injured. Foolio only had a chapter left in Mockingjay when the game started. What the heck? But the team being 47-12 halfway through the season is actually crazily impressive. Actually, we didn't even simulate past All-Star break. There we go. 27-12. Foolio yet again in the running for MVP with some heavy hitters. Zion, K, Darius. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but hopefully he can push through. Top runner for Defensive Player of the Year as well. And he is reserve in the All-Star team. It's his second time. I missed his first time. Dang it. I should have probably been checking this a couple times, but he's actually won the dunk contest this year. I wonder how often he does that. Also, apparently he just got the season high for the league, not just the Magic, for assists, that is, with 14. Y'all ready for the heat? I'm about to bring fire dunks. 6. That was a terrible Foolio impression, bro. What the heck? Okay, we finished the season 58-24. Darius Garland gets the MVP. A dude named Flory gets Rookie of the Year. This is becoming the new 6-man god. Foolio gets his DPOY. 2.5 steals a game and 2.1 blocks with 11.6 rebounds. Well deserved. A whole bunch of steals, a whole bunch of blocks, and a whole bunch of rebounds. We are Bucks K. We do not mess with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mr. Mitchell improves, and JP Bickerstaff gets Coach of the Year. Dang, 66-16. What team you had, bro? We were all NBA first time for the first time in our career. The MVP voters have me scratching my head right now. Foolio is not happy about being snubbed from MVP. He averaged 18 and 11 this season, and we are seated second in the East. Round 1 against Miami. Will we take it? We do. Round 2 against New York. Will we take it? See, this that stuff to be getting me tight, brother. Should have won that. And Golden State takes it home. Who's even Curry? Dude's 38, pushing 40, and got a ring. What the heck? And do we still have Clay in our team? He did it without his splash, bro. Nah, something got to be up. He has to have someone crazy on his team. Who the heck is Jonathan Kuminga? He's from the G League, and he busted the chops up for 31 points in the playoffs. Jeez. I believe this is the last year in his contract, or maybe he has one left. I suppose we're going to find out at the end of this little thing here, though. And yep, the kid, he is now in his last season. Paulo finally getting the bag with a 4-year contract. Good for him. Lost a couple people, but looks like we gained a couple of new people as well to fill out those spots. Foolio up to a 96, Paulo up to an 88. Season 5. We bump. I like shooting outside cause it's fun. Okay, past All-Star break. Foolio averaging that. Looks pretty similar to last season. I noticed Paulo's actually our main point getter. He's been averaging above 20 his whole career. As far as awards go, we are still in the running for MVP, but we are quite low in the voting so far. And of course, we are defending our DPOY, and we're looking to get it a second time. All-Star yet again for the 3rd time in the reserves still. We can't break the starter, it seems, but all around season 5 is going quite swimmingly. Chemistry's alright, team's positive. I like this. Again, it is the last year in his contract though, so he's probably gonna get all the way out of there. Trae Young gets MVP though. Cameron Boozer Rookie of the Year. Brandon Williams 6-man. A defending MPOY gets it for the 2nd time in a row. I just noticed they made this man buff as tough. This nigga Foolio does not have muscle like that, bro. Dylan Mitchell MIP, and a dude named Billy gets Coach of the Year. Foolio down to 2nd team All NBA, as well as defensive 1st team, of course. We are seated 4th in the East. Remember, last year in the contract. So depending on how these finals go can mean a lot. We're in the second round and we never make it past the second round, and we make it into the semifinals. We are going against Chicago, but I don't think they got Michael Jordan. They just got this nigga. So there's a chance. We're in the finals. We are in the finals against, okay, Josh Giddey, Gilgeous-Alexander, a couple other folks. Not bad. We can handle this. Our team, Paulo averaging that in the playoffs and Foolio going ham in the playoffs. We can do this. Okay, 2-2. It went to game 7 and they did it to us. Josh Giddey freaking did it to us, bro. In that game 7, Foolio did trash too, only putting up 16 points. Sheesh. KD decides to retire. Into the Hall of Fame he goes, and Golden State retired all 3 of their jerseys. Haha, Golden State didn't do it, OKC did. Okay, now does Foolio stick around? Does he get a new contract? He does. A 5-year for $223 million. Sheesh, they love this dude here. You ever thought Foolio would be the face of Disney? Okay, for season 6, this is our starting lineup. I swear we've had these exact same starting lineup at least for like forever. Orlando has a team and they stick to it for sure. Foolio being from 6 block and this being the 6th season, something good has to come from this, right? It's almost destined that he gets the MVP and the chip on this season. He has to. Okay, just past All-Star break now. Foolio not in the running for MVP this time. Sheesh. Jackson Michael. What the heck? Dick Bender? Whoa. Foolio still in the running for Defensive Player of the Year again. Possibly gonna take it home for the 3rd or 4th time in a row. Ayo, free K Shorty. He ain't do nothing wrong. Free him. Victor takes home MVP. Huh. Jackson Michael takes home Rookie of the Year. Markelle Fultz, 6-man. Is he still in Orlando? Yep, that's our guy. And Victor with the MVP Defensive Player of the Year combo takes our throne as the best defensive person in the league. Tough. Darvin Ham gets Coach of the Year. This dude is ugly as Foolio down to all NBA 3rd team now, but all defensive 1st team still. We were 43 and 39, but we're in the play-in tournament. Going against the Heat, we should be able to, yep, we beat them. Now we're going against the 2nd seeded Washington Wizards, and they beat us in game 7. Dang it, that's tough. No, I had high hopes. Pistons take it home, led by that guy. Dang, all these players, all these like high tier players like Chris Middleton, DeRozan, Jrue Holiday, they're all retiring without being on a team, which means, dang, they ain't getting no love. They quite literally left them stranded, abandoned. Sick. And out of all those people, not a single one made it to the Hall of Fame, and Bradley Beal is the only one who gets his jersey retired for the Washington Wizards. Foolio regressing now by the looks of it. He's 30 years old though, so understandable. This is the starting lineup for season 7. I swear this is the exact same team we've had for like the last, I don't know how many years. Whoever the front office is for Orlando, they know what they like. They know what they want. Keep it $150. Our coach looks a little bit sped, just a little bit. Okay, season 7 or 8. One of those, can't remember. Halfway through the season, Foolio averaging 18 and 10 rebounds. Giannis looks like he went to the Cavaliers, is now in the running for MVP again, and we are no longer in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. What the heck happened? I guess Foolio turning 30 happened. Can't be good forever, I guess. And at this point, the chances of getting an MVP seem pretty much impossible, which they probably are, as Victor gets his back-to-back MVP. Dude named Red Sanders gets Rookie of the Year. I could have sworn I put this on AI generated rookies. So the fact that a dude named Red Sanders who has red hair gets Rookie of the Year is pretty crazy. From the Indian Hills CC, what the heck? Our 6-man gets the 6-man award. Hey, the Akiwe. And Popovich, this dude's still in the league, much less still alive in freaking 2029. What the heck? We are seeded at 5th, and we're going against Toronto in the 1st round. Will we go the distance? Nope, eliminated in game 7. We seem to do that quite a lot as the Mavs go on to take the entire thing. Luka Doncic at 30, guess who else is 30, ends up getting him a championship. Foolio finished that season 18 and 10. did a lot better in the playoffs. The Beard decides to retire. Him and Damian Lillard go into the Hall of Fame. They didn't retire Damian Lillard's jersey for the Trailblazers. What the heck? And Foolio signed that huge contract. Yeah, he still has 3 more years on this team as he's definitely regressing, but somehow his 3-point shot gets better. He's also developed hella Hall of Fame finishing badges, playmaking 2, and as well as defensive. I truly think the only reason he hasn't gotten like multiple MVPs and true championship wins is because he hasn't developed right, because Paolo's on his team and Paolo is taking away some of his shots and some of his glory that he should be having, but it's okay. We're going into season 8. Oopsie whoopsie, forgot to show the starting lineup. Oh look, it's the same freaking 20 years. Who the heck is this guy? No, I thought this guy was new. No, he spent his entire career in Orlando. He's from George Washington. How the heck can you be from a president? That doesn't even make sense. But I doubt that's the guy we had as our center. Seems like maybe we dropped our last center and just brought someone else up that we used to have on our team. That's okay. Okay, past All-Star break, doesn't look like we're in the running for anything, man. Jeez, never mind. Foolio is in the running for defensive again, thank goodness. Again, we are indeed a starter in the reserves. We have not cracked the starter line since the start of our career, which is crazy to me. Luka, at 31 years old, dude was getting 34 points a game. Jeez, decides to become MVP. This dude is the Rookie of the Year. This dude is the 6th Man of the Year. Freaking Victor taking our DPOYs. This dude is MPOI. Coach of the Year is that guy. We are all NBA second team. We average 18 and 11 this season. I could have sworn I set his like max overall to 99. I don't know what happened there. He just decided not to reach his full potential. That's okay. We are seeded 2nd against Miami. Do we make it to the 2nd round? Clean sweep. Okay, clean sweep against Detroit in the 2nd round too. Oh, what the hell are we doing so good? Looks like maybe Paolo is putting us on his back because this is going a-okay so far. Can we keep the energy? We can. We are in the finals against the defending MVP, Luka Doncic. They got a dude named Cornelius on their team, bro. We got this, bro. We did not have it. We didn't have it at all. They 4-1'd us, bro. Dang it. The Frenchman retires. Wait, hold up. Screw the Frenchman. How the heck is LeBron in here again? What the heck? And it's him. It's a him that's like never played before. That's a bit strange, isn't it? That's weird. I don't know why that happened. Okay. Foolio with 2 years left on his contract. Still sticking around though. This is the starting lineup for this season. Same people. We've been over this. Season 9. Foolio still trying to hold on to his Defensive Player of the Year award. He's in front of Victor now, who looks like he's on a different team, but behind the Akiway. Can he sneak it back? He is yet again in the reserves for Team Luka this time. To be honest, not much has been happening in Jacksonville as of lately. Like drill-wise, at least in the main media, I ain't really been hearing that much about it. Luka gets the MVP. Vin Garrett gets Rookie of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal's secret son gets 6th Man of the Year. Dang it, the Akiway takes Defensive Player away from us. Again, Mr. Derek Norris is MIP, and Micah gets Coach of the Year. Foolio all defensive first team. He's now known as a 2-way, 3-way shot creator. We finished the season 44 and 38, which means we are seeded 6th block in the East. Round 1 against the Shy. Can we do it? Nope. Game 7. You know, 6 is a great number, which is why he's from 6th block. He has a 6 tatted on him, for Christ's sakes. But once you get to 7, these niggas just want to lose. And the Mavs do it again. Luka is having a crazy career. Crazy. He's like the same age as Foolio right now. 32, 33. Kanye West's favorite disciple retires. Look at that. The Jewish population allowed him to go into the Hall of Fame, but they did not permit him to get his jersey retired. That is not halal. And after this upcoming season, Foolio will be on the last year of his contract. Paolo just signed a fresh contract by the looks of it, so he's going to be around. If I was Foolio in this situation, I'd probably go to another team because this is not working for the kid right now. This is the starting lineup for him. I am not familiar with Aaron Knox. Who the heck are you? Nope, we didn't take him from somewhere. He's been here his whole career. He was just probably one of those bench guys. He's only been here for 2 years though, but he's already raising up the rank to be our starting shooting guard. That's actually not a good sign. He's only 78 overall. What the heck? The big season number 10. The contract season. It makes it important. Okay, past All-Star break. What are we looking at here? Of course, we are in the running for MVP? What the heck? We've dropped substantial levels since the last time we were here. How is this even possible? He's not even playing that much better than like he was in previous seasons. A lot of the normal people who are up here aren't up here though. Like where's Victor and where's like Luka and all the other people. This is weird. I don't know how to feel about this right now. I feel like I'm being baited to believing he's gonna get something he's not. Look at this Draco Malfoy looking dude, bro. What the heck? We are still in the running for defensive player of the year though, and I believe this is the first time we were an all-star starter. Look at that, right behind Ja. I really don't understand how us regressing though, and all the MVP voters and stuff are like, yep, this is it. This is prime Foolio right here. This is it. This is $6 right here. Dang it, I was really hoping, but this guy ends up taking home MVP. Hey, the Draco Malfoy guy ends up getting a 6-man, the Akiwe. This dude, bruh, all NBA first team. We apparently did really good this season. Like, we were better last season, and last season I don't even think we're in the running for MVP. So how was this season they were like, yeah, this is it right here. This guy Foolio, he needs to be recognized this season. I don't understand it. We were seeded 4th going against Brooklyn in round 1, and we barely beat them 2-4. Now we're going against the first seeded Washington Wizards with a 90, an 80, and a couple of nope, they got some other 80s. Looks like a decent team. I think we can take them. I hope we can take them. Spoiler alert, we cannot take them. Dang it. The Grizzlies end up winning. Is Ja? Yep, Ja Morant gets a ring. Due to recent events, Ja is probably like the most active gangster in this video, huh? AD decides to retire. He goes into the Hall of Fame and of course gets his jersey retired, I'm assuming. Yep, twice. Once for Los Angeles and once for New Orleans. Oh yeah, I almost forgot it's a contract year. We have to see if Foolio sticks around. He does stick around with a 3-year contract, though regressing for a pretty big amount of money. Him and Paolo's contracts will both be going up in 3 years. Dang, I was really hoping he'd go somewhere else. This is the starting lineup, pretty much same people. Actually, I'm seeing a couple of new names. Okay, this is our new rookie. He is a 78 overall, and this is also a new rookie. We have 2 brand new rookies, greener than fucking grass, in our starting lineup. That should tell you something about our current situation. Our OG 6-man who gave us a lot of awards is still on the team, by the way. We're just not giving him any time, despite him giving pretty much his whole career to this team. Season 11. Jeez, we are pretty negative going into All-Star break here. Jeez, 27-32. We have not been that negative past All-Star break in a while. Foolio's still trying to be in the running for that defensive player. Aki now with the Pacers. I swear this dude is switched between like a bunch of teams. Nope, just the Lakers in Indiana. Foolio again a starter. Does that dude have on a Scully down there? What the heck? I like how both with my Foolio and my ace, both my career sims, I'm pretty sure both of them made their way back to Florida on completely random circumstances, may I add. Like they just decided to go there on their own accord. Mr. Palm gets MVP. I'm not familiar with who this is. He spent the last 7 years, well, his entire career in Dallas. Probably learned a thing or two from Luka. Ivan Popovic, let me guess, from Russia. Oh, Croatia, I was wrong. You can see this dude's tongue, bruh. You can see the taste buds on it. What the heck? Foolio gets DPOY again. Let's go. I was not expecting that. He's 34 years old. He also finished the season 21 with 15 rebounds. Jeez, he was pulling them down. Herman Dawkins, MIP. And this dude has been a goated coach, whatever team he's playing for. Foolio All-NBA first team and All-NBA defensive first team. Good for him. But the team is quite negative. Did we even make it to the... Yep, we're in the play-in. Okay. Can we beat Boston? Nope. Nope. Don't make it to the finals. That's tough. And the Bucks take it home, led by who? Vin Garrett. I wonder if Giannis got a ring there, because after Giannis stopped getting those freaking DPOYs, he just fell off the face of the planet. I haven't even heard about him in a long time. Is he even still in the league? Andrew Wiggins decides to retire. Jeez, the regression is crazy. Down to an 88 overall. Looks like we lost a couple of badges too. Okay, for season 12, this is the starting lineup. I do believe half the reason we're losing is this sped coach we have, bro. The system doesn't even benefit anyone on our team to our full potential. Screw it. Season 12. Okay, the team once again going positive past All-Star break, 36-23. Foolio still in the running for defensive player of the year at 35 years old, may I remind you. Back down to being a reserve for the All-Star team. Sucks he never got to be a captain. Compared to like Ace's career, Foolio's it isn't all that. I mean, the DPOYs he won and being an all-star, I'm pretty sure with Ace and his career sim, I did check that out. He was more, his all-star participation was fluctuating. He wasn't always an all-star. This dude gets his back-to-back MVP, if I remember correctly. Bang, bang. Sosa. That dude has a snout on him. The Aki way. This freaking coach, bruh. All NBA second team, all defensive first team. Very normal Foolio stuff. We are going against Boston in round 1. We ride Cavaliers in round 2. We die. Darn it. The Pacers end up defeating the Kings to take it, led by one Mr. Akiwe. Let's go. Giannis did still exist. He was still in the league. He's actually been off the Bucks for quite a while now. He's in the Cavaliers for the last few years of his career. He of course goes into the Hall of Fame though. You know, Foolio rapidly regressing, almost down to below an 80. Paulo also joining him in the regressing spree. This is the starting lineup for our boys. Same people, or at least bred Orlando people. Foolio's numbers past the last few seasons have been steadily going down. He is 36 years old as we go into the unlucky 13th season on the last year of his contract. And I'm 90% sure he's not going to stick around. The team, I mean, he's still a higher overall than a lot of people on the team, but why would he stick around? That just wouldn't be the smart move. Dang, teammate chemistry is low. Okay, a dude named Frederick Holland gets MVP. Dude has the name of a 1940s German aristocrat. The Akiwe has the Defensive Player of the Year firmly in his hands now. I don't think Foolio can ever take that back. And we finally have a different Coach of the Year. He kind of looks like the statue up there. Foolio's still holding on to an All-NBA team in the 3rd team and defensive first team still. I think throughout his entire career, he's been a consistent defensive first team player. We are in the play-in against Washington. Can we go the distance? Nope. Eliminated. That sucks. Get this man to a different team. Spurs take it home, defeating the Hawks. This guy who plays apparently every position in the world gets finals MVP. A whole bunch of people decide to retire. Milk Dud decides to retire. Joker and Tatum make it to the Hall of Fame. And for some crazy reason, Foolio, losing a lot of badges, barely holding on to an 80 overall, now known as a two-way interior finisher, decides to stick around on a 1-year contract. Damn near $60 million 1-year contract though. That's pretty crazy. But it looks like Paulo is nowhere to be found. The dynasty finally falls. I wouldn't call it much of a dynasty. We failed to get a single ring together. Sheesh. And after the dynasty pretty much fell apart, we are finally letting non-Orlando raised people into the starting lineup. This guy is a New Orleans guy that came over here. This guy's from LA. He's in Orlando. He gets the pass. All right, we got a couple of Orlando guys still in there, and Foolio, the 6th blocker, down to being the 6th man, no longer in the starting lineup. Sheesh. He is 37 years old, and this is year 14. Let's begin. Past All-Star break, Foolio still trying to hold on to his votes for Defensive Player of the Year. That is crazy. He's averaging 12 and not many assists or rebounds now, not even a double-double. Sheesh. Also no longer an All-Star starter or reserves, not on the All-Star teams at all. Sheesh. He's also been pushed down from the 6th man to the 7th man. Mr. Palm getting MVP yet again. This guy is becoming the new GOAT before our eyes. Aki still holding to that defensive. Quinn Snyder finally dethrones the other guy from Coach of the Year. Foolio is no longer on an all-NBA team. Tough, but he still makes it to his all-NBA, all-defensive first team. The team finished 44 and 38, which means they are 5th in the East. Will they go the distance? Nope. Eliminated in the 2nd round by Atlanta, and they goes on to win it all, led by that guy. Luka retired. That dude is old as dirt, bro. What the heck? Whole bunch of people making it into the Hall of Fame. A whole lot of jerseys get retired. Sheesh. Is Foolio going to stick around? Is he still around? He is nowhere to be found on the Magic. What the heck? Alright, they ain't leave him stranded, abandoned just yet. He went to the Celtics. I can't believe it. Foolio is teaming up with his old and current rival, Victor whatever that is, the French guy. This has been his Defensive Player of the Year rival since he got into the league a year after Foolio, and he's teaming up with him at the age of 38, a 77 overall, and known as a hybrid defender now. The starting lineup on this team isn't that bad. Like, yeah, I'm jacking it. A bunch of solid 88s, couple other 80s. Yeah, could this be the one? Can he get a ring in his old age? Dang, we are a good like 23 games into the season and they have not let this man play a second, bro. Yo, it's tough out here. It's real tough out here. Our teammate Victor is still running for the defensive player against Aki and Malfoy. What the heck? And Sosa and a second Malfoy. That is quite the competition he has to go up again. And of course, we haven't even barely gotten any time in the rotation. We are nowhere near the all-star team. Does that dude have pink hair down there, bro? Halfway through the season, we actually had we got a couple of points up. We got a couple. We haven't missed a single shot yet as well. Ooh, and his agent is telling him it's probably time to hang it up. This will be his last season. Dude is anxious and he's been disappointed in his usage the last few seasons. They're already calling his retirement on social media. I'm sure that is a prelude of what is to come. Can he, with some sliver of hope, get a championship in this last season? Freaking Hawks, man. I had hope. Hawks end up taking it, led by Draco Malfoy #2. I was checking the player retirements list, expecting to see Foolio up there, and he's talking about he's wanting to play somewhere else next season. After all the talk, after all the social media posts, after all that, he's going somewhere else, and they're already posting on social media now. He's going into free agency. Dude is gonna be hella surprised when he realizes nobody wants his old ass. That's crazy. And much less than that, they renounced his rights and nobody picked him up. That's crazy. Let's simulate halfway through the season to see if anybody wants him. Halfway through the season, and indeed, he is still in free agency. And it looks like the Celtics are actually doing a little bit better without him. Sheesh. Yeah, Foolio never ended up getting picked up. The Spurs won that last season. Ja retired, but we don't care about any of that because our boy Foolio finally realized this ain't for him no more. He's 40 years old. It's time to put it all down and retire. Dude had a pretty crazy career. He gave most of his years to Orlando. In his last year, he gave to Boston. 15 years in the league at 5'9" too, which is midget height for the NBA. He did pretty freaking good. Only downside I'd say is he never got a single ring, which is hey man, if White Iverson can do it and be great, the boy can do it and be great. Let's see if he makes it to the Hall of Fame. And he does indeed. This year Hall of Fame, the year 2038, Foolio, Ja, and Darius Garland. Foolio by far the worst one in this Hall of Fame, like points and games played wise, but he was a defensive demon. He did not need to get points up. And of course, after giving a large portion of his career to Orlando, he ends up getting 66 retired for that camp. One of only 2 people to get their jersey actually retired playing with the Orlando Magic, him and Dwight Howard. Also want to check some of the Magic's records. He doesn't have the points record. Foolio actually doesn't have a single record for the Magic except for steals, and even then he's tied with a couple of old and new people. And turnovers. He's up there in the Orlando's turnovers. But like, look at his competition. Dudes like Tracy McGrady, Shaq, Dennis Scott, Dwight Howard, and the dude who owns the NBA record for most assists, so he really didn't have a chance. But he is up there for the playoffs assist record, and he owns the playoff steal record for the Magic there. But screw the Magic, they left him stranded, abandoned. We don't care about them. We ain't jacking them. I would show you the NBA records, but for some reason, again, it just glitches out and makes a bunch of Foolios wherever he like is somewhere. And for points, he doesn't even make like the cut. He's not even in the top 100 for points. So we're just gonna skip that. The dude had a successful career, not as successful as Ace's was, but hey, it is what it is. It was successful, it was fun, we did that. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, the good stuff there. Drop in the comments any rappers, specifically drill rappers you want to see me do career sims on next. Possibly we'll be taking a look at Bronx, New York drill in the next episode. But with that being said, I'm out.
Scoot over, Quan. What are you doing? The fuck 23 hold, man. Come on, man. We going. Y'all being some badass kids.